Going on. Thankfully, right now, the tropics are not looking crazy. Colleen Campbell is here with us, but we are feeling the breeze.
That's right, Courtney. So we have basically two areas that are working against each other. First, if anyone remembers, we were talking about that weak area low pressure that had potential to form into a tropical system, but that potential was low. That is currently down by the Bahamas. In the meantime, we've had this area high pressure up to the north, and these two areas have been kind of clashing together, the high pressure being the stronger one, creating that strong pressure gradient. That's basically when we have breezy winds, and you can see how they're blowing in, basically coming off that high and in from the east to the northeast at times, and that's been the driver of our weather, where basically we have the showers start up along the east coast, move inland, and then finish off around the west coast. All right, we do have another area of low pressure that's in the northern Gulf. We're going to get to that in just a second, but let's take a nice dive into our local weather so we can see what's going on. Some of you may have seen rain today, others not so much. Now, we've been saying since Thursday that it was not going to be a washout weekend, but it was a little bit rainier than what it was earlier in the week. If you remember, earlier in the week, we had some drier air wrapping in. Winds have been breezy enough that any rain that we did receive really didn't last long. It kind of jets it out of here before it has time to sit on top of a region for too long. We have another breezy day ahead for tomorrow. We'll talk about that for our boaters in just a second. But how much rain did we receive? Well, keep in mind that these are radar estimated rainfall total. So it can be a little bit off, but generally you see all the areas in gray. Those are the areas that either had traceable amounts or just nada, zilch. It was completely dry. Other areas had traceable amounts with that lighter green, but we did have some places manage to pull 1 to almost 2 inches. I'm looking at you, Highlands County, right around Lake Placid, but you see the bulk of the rainfall, 2 to 4 inches concentrated across the East Coast. And that will really be the story for the next couple days, tomorrow and Monday. And that's because that weak area low pressure that wanted to turn tropical but had a low chance is kind of climbing up the coast and will move out to the west. So we'll go over that one in just a second, but let's pay attention to this guy over here. This is a tropical wave that's coming off the coast of Africa. It has a 60% chance of development within the next week. If it does develop, it would develop somewhere inside this orange circle. But most of the models are showing that nice recurve that we like, where we'll basically go out to sea, as all the systems have. We've had that dominant Bermuda high. That's been one of the factors why we've seen so many systems curve this time of the year. That's something that we do like to see because it doesn't impact many folks. As we look at our tropical satellite here, this is the one area that we're watching in the northern Gulf that will start to pull up towards Louisiana and Texas, but it's also trying to pull some rain back closer to our coast. Now, again, that's that system I just looked at, but futurecasts here, you'll see how the rain will be in a similar pattern tomorrow, driven by that easterly wind that will be breezy at times. Here we are around 3:30 tomorrow afternoon, better scattered showers across the region, but again, not a washout by any means. As we finish off the evening around 6 o'clock or so, we will have a downpour or two closer to the coast for places like Sarasota, Manatee County, Pinellas County, and then once we get past sunset, that's when we do start to dry out. So same old pattern that we're stuck in. It's basically getting back to our summertime pattern. Just add those breezier winds. For our boater friends, it's going to be rocky out there on the water once again. So please be careful. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, those rain chances decrease day by day.